In this final recording, I want to talk about a cool feature of Microsoft Word. It's been here for quite a while. It's been fine-tuned, called Quick Parts. And to demonstrate Quick Parts, I'm once again going to open up my quarterly sales report template. And remember, to open the template, you right-click it and choose Open. If you want to use the template, you choose New or simply double-click it. So I'm going to open that template. And I probably could have simply used the template. But what I want to do is demonstrate Quick Parts. Quick Parts are under the Insert menu, and there's all kinds of Quick Parts here, and these are parts of Microsoft Word documents that have now been lumped under building blocks. Auto text, text that gets filled in automatically when you type stuff. When I type VFG, it automatically gives me my signature block. When I type Vokergal, it'll autofill all those kind of things in. You can see those here, but those are all embedded in the building blocks. There are document properties that you can include in the building blocks. Fields can be building blocks. We can insert a field, and there's a building blocks organizer. If we look at it, and you can see there's all kinds of them that are built in. And these are all, you can see the template that they're in. They're in building, and then they have categories, and many of them are just built in. That's how a lot of the custom shapes are created. That's how Word knows how to create a lot of these smart arts and those kinds of things. You can define your own pieces of Quick Parts. Quick Parts are just pieces of documents, and they can be anything you want them to be. In this case, I want to provide for my boss, John Smith, the ability to include his signature block and the logo simply by choosing a Quick Part. Right. Before I do that, this John Smith, in the last unit, I formatted it for a certain style, heading 3, to demonstrate something. It doesn't stand out enough in my mind, so I'm going to go back home and I'm going to choose the intense reference, and now his name stands out a little bit better. To create a Quick Part, it's easy. Enter the text. Highlight the text, including pictures. This could be a table, it could be smart art, it can be pictures, which is really nice because if you pull them from MicrosoftOffice.com, and you can't find them again, if you include them in your Quick Parts, they're part of the Quick Parts built-in library. So all I have to do is highlight them, go to Insert, back to Quick Parts, which is under the Text menu, and save this to Quick Part Gallery. Dialog box pops up, so what do you want to call it? John Smith sounds good. I can put a description if I want to. I can give it a category. If I have a lot of Quick Art or Quick Parts, I might categorize them in a certain way. And then the next thing you have to decide is where do you want to save it. This is John Smith's signature block. If I save it in the template, the only place I can use it is in this template, and it's already here. So it's not going to do me much good there in the template. The book has you store Quick Art, or Quick Parts, in templates, and that's good because then when you save the templates and send them to me, I can see that you did it. But real world, depending on the Quick Part, you might simply want to store it in this place called buildingblocks.dotx. It's a template that comes with Microsoft Word, kind of like normal, right, that stores Quick Parts and all the other building blocks like the auto text and those kinds of things. You could also store it in normal. If you store it in normal, then this Quick Part is available to any document that you create using normal, which would be most of them. So then it would be available in a lot of different places. So that's another option. But if you're only storing the signature block on John Smith's computer, this building blocks is only on his computer. Same thing with DOTM, with normal, with normal. Both of those are defined only on John Smith's computer. So whichever one of these you choose really doesn't matter much. So I like to keep all my building blocks and the Quick Parts in my building blocks. Click on OK. And we're done. Now if we go back to the Insert, now we see the John Smith building block here, and we can just click it to insert it. I had it highlighted, so I didn't do much, so let's do it again. And there it goes. All right, now I'm not going to save this. I'm going to close it. Not save it. Do you want to save the building blocks? Yes. All right, now if I create a new Word document, the building blocks on this computer are available to everybody or to the John Smith login. So all the documents have access to it. So I can, type a letter or a memo or whatever it is I'm typing. And then when it's time for John Smith's signature block, he goes to the Insert Quick Parts, and there it is. And it inserts it. So it's very handy. Instead of him typing that over and over and over again, or opening another document, highlighting it there, cutting it to the clipboard, pasting it over here, you can make it a quick art or a quick part, excuse me. Okay. And when you save it, there's also a way, if I highlight this again and save it again, there's a way to create a shortcut key in here someplace and add it to, I remember reading about it in the book, but I haven't tried it. You can add it to your quick launch bar up here so that you can quickly get to that. So you could add it to John Smith's quick bar. When he's ready for a signature block, he just clicks the little icon and poof, it pops in there. All right, so there's all kinds of flexibility there. You can create signature blocks, titles, logos. Again, if you have clip art that you need to reuse over and over and over again, it's already been sized, it's already been cropped, recolored, rotated, all that kind of stuff. You can snap it, put it into a quick part, and be done with it. So one other thing, if you want to delete one of these, you can go into the building blocks organizer, and then I'd alphabetize them, make it easy to find these things. And we're looking for John Smith. There it is. Okay. And I can delete it from here. And I can also edit its properties. These are the same properties we saw before. So if I want to change its name or put it into a different place, I can do that. So quick parts, very handy, quick to cover, easy to do. Just highlight the text, whatever it is, anything in your Word document that you can highlight. Highlight it, add it to a quick part. And then to add it to your document later, you just go back to insert and it should be there.